One short bow for range 4, 1 to 3 damage, better than nothing. And we do have the 8 arrows to use with it, which is quite handy. More of those explosive bottles, urns, not sure what to refer to them as. More bones.
Quit hiding.
Well, the human enemies in this game are actually quite tough for the most part. And interestingly, they can actually call on reinforcements if there are others nearby. Get excellent paralyze wand, 3 charges, 4 to 5 paralyze. Oh, there's a mage or a druid. Oh, there's a mage. Got him. We'll increase our health to start off with because it's just very handy to have high health to begin with. It means you can take more damage and have less chance of dying unexpectedly or suddenly to a random development. Annoying spider. Getting quite a lot of bombs out of these. No room. Oh, is that going to explode? Yes, that is. Wow. That was unexpected. Let's see, we'll eat this meat. Bright potions I know are normally quite helpful, very high health restorative properties. Dark potion I forget. Now here's an interesting thing, the game doesn't really tell you much if anything about half the items that you collect or what they may do, what their potential usage is. You have to figure that out for yourself. So I'll just give very basic descriptions like excellent paralyze wand. So you can assume you point it, cast it, and it will freeze an enemy in place, but you don't know for how long or what the effectiveness is. And here's another issue with the game, broken iron dagger. So my iron dagger may have been destroyed by that explosion or just by hitting the enemies, I'm not too sure which. And so it's going to do reduced damage for the permanent remainder of its life until it breaks any further, if that's possible. So I need to try and find a replacement ASAP if possible. So I can hit this douchebag. Oops. 4 hits kills him, and we got an excellent iron sword out of it. So I'll get rid of a couple of these useless items. Don't really need to carry those around, but they're handy for activating traps. So interestingly, there's a mild physics system to the game where if you drop like a heavy item on a trap, it will, or well, the trap's button, it will activate and cause the trap to become inert until removed. So you can essentially carry around a bunch of junk to act as placeholders, or just as ways of activating traps or denying access to certain areas. Let's see. So we can go off to the right and left, and also there's another area just behind us as well. Oh, accidentally drank the dark potion that was iron skin, I forgot about that one. So that basically hugely increases your defense for a short period of time. Would have been quite handy to have kept that. It's back the way we came, isn't it? Yes. The game often rewards exploration and taking risks and chances as you go on. Oh wait, no, this is why I came in. So I often recommend trying to explore every area you physically can. Unless you're in extreme peril, in which case it's always useful to very carefully edge your way around and try and find a new source of healing. As I said earlier, the game is pretty much designed for you to die, so don't worry too much if you do, it's not really that much of an issue. but it does mean you will lose everything and absolutely rue a day as it happens. Ooh. Composite bow, sorry. I'll equip that there, and we have arrows to use with it, so that's excellent. Seems to be a bat in there, yes there is. Fire wands. Fire wands are extremely dangerous as they tend to blast out a fireball which actually does explode on impact. Let's see. Oops. We'll go with another health upgrade. Also, you can recover your arrows most of the time. Not always, but it's worth checking every time you fire one to see if you can get it again. As it will save you a lot of time and effort in the long run. We found some intact libraries, but the intact books are written in something that looks like Old Hand. Translation will be slow going. So I have no idea what Old Hand is, but I assume it's basically a runic form of writing or ye olde Englishy type stuff. 4 arrows there, very helpful. Apparently a bat just died, possibly on a trap. Yep, died on that trap to be exact. I'm kind of curious if this sets anything off around here, so... Nope, seems it does not. I wonder if the corpse is keeping the bus inactive. Whoops. It's always worth keeping an eye on the ground in front of you as you never know when a trap may pop up, so to speak. Yes, I am a Hanzo main. La 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 la. Give me loot, oh, not bombs. Indeed. In fact, I should probably start using some of these bombs as I'm carrying a ridiculous amount around. Must break every pot. Must open every chest. Must kill every enemy. It'd be extremely handy to have a backup buckler, just in case ours is destroyed at any time. Oh, spare iron sword there as well. So I can throw away the broken dagger and take that finally. Some gold. Always useful. Eventually. Sometimes. Whoa. Did he just blow himself up, or was that a trap? That was a trap. Okay, so let's see. I have nothing I want to leave on it at the time being. Scroll of teleport, I'm not too sure where that'll take me. I assume it might be a random teleport, as in it will literally just dump you in a area within a certain radius of your current position. Let's see, can we chuck out there? Seems like it's staying activated, so I assume the corpse is already holding it in place. Just casually travel around this trap on the floor. Let's have a look where we've been. So there's a couple of areas down here. This goes off even further up to the north. Should probably check out this western wing and then go down south and see what I've already passed by. It's one of those libraries we were talking about. If I remember correctly, somebody at the camp can actually buy books off you. As you may notice, the AI is strangely effective in this game for such a basic seeming game. Oh, and the enemies can hurt each other and will and do. So that mage behind the other one just shot him in the back and killed him for me. Thank you. But also, what a douche. Protected worn buckler. -1 speed, 4 AC, and +3 defense. That's actually really good. So we'll dump our current one, throw it against the wall there and bounce it off someone's face, no doubt. And now we have a magic buckler. Oh, and a skull cap. Very nice. Now we have a full set of mostly functioning armor. Gold potion. I forget what the gold potion did, so at some point I'll use that and hope I don't die to it. I'm not 100% sure if you can actually sell items that you collect which you no longer need at the camp. I'm not sure if that was ever actually an option in the early access version. Tended up to just end up abandoning items in areas that I'd be able to return to easily, as most items seem to persist through your playthrough until you die. Sound of a slime nearby. Or somewhere. Always do look left and right before crossing the road or entering the dungeon area. I'll dump this half-melted candle and take this wand. In fact, let's get rid of this empty wand. No point lugging that round with us anymore. Just cast this off like a piece of rubbish. Scroll of burning. Burning will be very specifically damage over time, fire damage. I'm not sure how it will be cast, but it might be a fireball or it might just be a straight up on-character burning effect. Considering dropping another item so I can pick up this wand as well, I'm not sure what to get rid of. I'll dump the worn short bow for the time being because it's quite bad quality. And I'll have to keep in mind that this wand that I'm using at the moment is extremely dangerous in closed spaces, as it throws out an explosive fireball with a fairly sizable range. And in fact, I'll quickly use it here. So it goes straight down pretty much from in an arc or trajectory from where it's fired. So I'll just keep in mind not to aim up while I'm in these short passages. This trap in particular activates on movement. Some activate on button press and have various other activation requirements depending on where and how they are insinuated. Or should I say situated. Oh, no, that's an inert bomb, thankfully. Well, it's not going anywhere anytime soon, so I'll just leave it there for the time being. Let's see. I'll dump this buckler as well and take the wand for the time being. Just curious if the rocks were destructible in any way. They are not. So let's see, where are we now? One last area down here by the look at it, then there's still that entire side of the map to visit. I'm not too sure what this is going to do. Let's see, do we have anything to test it with? Excellent missile wand, worn greater missile wand. Let's toss a bomb on it for fun. Okay, I didn't know where it threw us. Oops, fell down, and it seems he activated whatever trap did. I'm not too sure what just happened. Protected fine iron dagger. 4 to 5 damage. Defense +3 as well, that's very handy. I'll leave this sword here and take that dagger instead. In fact, I'll equip that for the time being, because if I'm in a sticky situation that will help me survive. Talking about survival, my health is knocked down quite a chunk there, so I'll eat this. Should restore roughly about 9 ticks worth because it's 18 seconds of healing over time. Finding quite a few nice items, which is a bit of a rarity as this is one of those games where it can min-max you a lot depending on pure luck. So some runs you might end up with every weapon you could ever imagine, others you might not find a single thing and just die before you even get anywhere. It's always handy to have these potions, but it depends on space requirements. So I've got so many bombs I might as well just take it. And I'll just keep in mind that there are bombs floating around in this area. Interesting, assumably painting or work of art of some sort. Okay, that seems like that's that wing cleared, so let's see. We'll head over to the right and clear up the main area. Go north potentially first. So I'm not too sure if there was a way through that eastern side. Take care not to eviscerate ourselves on the way there. Wait, has I been here? I mustn't have cleared out this little side area. Nothing of interest by the look of it. Just double check the walls. Odd textures are always a potential indicator of a secret, as I mentioned earlier. So we'll pretty much sprint straight across here and have a look over the other side and then head north, I think. So I had not been through this area. That's the end of that slime's life. Oh, who is shouting at me?
You're dead.
Oh, there he is. Nope, you're dead. This is also charges. I'm not too sure what the watery sound effect was. I must have stood in a puddle or some such. Some ale. Have to remind myself to switch from the fire wand before I blow myself up at point blank range. Okay. Oh, there's a hammer. Just get rid of this guy first. I wonder if that was actually a poison potion of some sort, or if it was just the volatile effect of the explosion next to it causing it to explode. Might be handy to have a fine steel hammer, might as well take it. There's a variation in our collection. Can we go through the waterfall? No, we cannot. Excellent iron spiked mace. Yeah, keep on varying our arsenal, so we've got a selection of weapons for all occasions. Seems like that's this area done with. So now we'll head back to the main concourse and head north. Just close the door behind us. While also keeping an eye open for any potential usables or secrets and such. Oh yeah, that was a corpse from earlier. And slime popped out of that pot. Kapow. Let's see, we'll go with a movement speed increase just to start getting around a bit faster. Not too concerned about our damage at the moment, as we're doing fairly well with the fireballs and such.
I heard something.
You heard right. Me too. Was that an enchanted bow? Can he actually get through this? Can I? Yes. That's him done with. Excellent short bow with biting, range 479 damage, two-handed. Strangely slightly weaker than our existing bow, though I'm carrying this mace around for no reason, so I'll take that as well. Another mace. I love weapons floating around today. Might as well use our existing gold potion to see what it does, and we feel better apparently. So it might be a cure-all to remove any type of status ailments. Ooh, excellent leather pants. I shall be taking them. Do I have a scroll? No, I don't seem to have an identification scroll of any sort. I'll just equip them and hope they have no negative stats. An emerald, 25 gold's value. Very nice. That ale is being mercilessly stabbed to death. And again, I think that's this area done. Just double check. No secret there. Let's go. So we'll head west and then on to the final northern area, which will no doubt lead us to the ladder down to the next floor. Even though I've cleared the area, I'll just have to keep in mind to watch out for traps, as you never know when you might step on something after becoming too familiar with an area. Such as that one. I have that's a note I discarded earlier. Hopefully this explosive trap won't activate. It does not. Cheese. No, I'll leave the cheese for now. It's only a small heal after all. But it's druid. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, the spider has literally landed on my head and it seems to be incredibly tough. Now I can drop the scroll of burning briefly, take the cheese, eat the cheese. That's my health pack. Lots of gold and a ladder up. More arrows, nice. We're going fairly well equipped for the next floor and any future issues.
Hello?
Goodbye. I'll leave a bomb behind because I'm kind of overflowing with damage items. Oh, this wand actually is bin worthy now. Take my bomb back, thank you very much. Gold candlestick, I'll take that. See books, we'll drop a bomb again, we'll take a book. Can I stack up books? No, okay. Just one will do for now. And here we are at the next floor. So thank you for watching so far, I hope you've enjoyed it. Tune in next time for further adventures in Delver and see what's in Dungeon 2. I've been Excalibur and this has been Delver. Goodbye.